big moment. Here it goes. What is up, the world? What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood sick gator here. Does my voice sound weird? Boy, it sure does to me too. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with me today, guys. I know I sound ridiculous. There's nothing I can do about that. I am sick gator. But I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. We took a couple days off from streaming. We took, I think it was a couple of days or a day off from videos. I had a Floridian super flu. It's been really, really bad, but I'm doing better now. I'm all right, and we're back in Satisfactory. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. Thank you for being nice about my voice being a little bit weird. And yeah, we're back. I added some stuff and things to our base, man. Jump pads, dude. We got some hot jump pad action. Unfortunately, they don't jump all the way to the top, but you can kind of like angle around and get stuff and things going. So we're popping up here to grab some hot coal action. We're going to be manually doing some stuff and things today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of an update about some of the stuff that I've done. I did a teeny tiny bit of stuff off camera, just because it was basically like pushing the button. It was grinding on the button, so I don't think you guys really care to see that. But yeah, today we're going to get into some new automation stuff, and like I said, I'm going to show you what we've got that's new. Over here, we got this bad hombre right now. Oh yeah. I want to be right on the edge. You'll buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. So I don't really think that the jump pads, like I don't really see how they're super effective right now. I guess in certain instances, if you were really kind of like strategic, you can move maybe horizontally pretty fast with the angled jump pad deal. But these kind of stink for going up and down because they don't have a variable height. Like they only go so high. So you kind of have to like, you know, I don't know, figure it out, which is fine. We can figure it out. Oh, what? Freaking game. So, yeah, I did a little bit of off-camera gathering of some materials. Just basically got back from the cave that we were in the last episode. I got a couple more alien carapaces. I went out over to our coal area, which is over that way, and I found some more pale berries. I did the pale berry research. So now we have that inside of here, mushrooms, nuts, berries, and power slugs. So all those guys are GTG. I set those guys up. What else did I do? I changed some of our belts over here at our copper processing station to MK2s, and that allowed me to fill this basically up, this double storage full of all of those things right there. I also crafted up 500 modular frames by hand and 47 motors. We need to do 103 more motors manually. But before we do the manual motors, I thought that we would start to maybe do a little bit of some more automation, not automation. Yeah, so there's a few things that we're going to have to do to our base, actually. I think we're going to have to end up moving our space elevator maybe up over here. This entire area right here needs to be redesigned. We don't really need... I have an idea so that we can have some manual plates and manual rods and screws, but we don't really need that anymore. And now that we have MK2 miners inside of, what production right there, we need to upgrade these with MK2 miners, start upgrading our belts. So all sorts of that stuff needs to go on. In order to help to facilitate all of that, we are going to be pulling off one of these lines of coal, and then we're going to start a little coal processing area right over here, coal and iron. Now this guy right here, I can't remember. Did we already upgrade him? Because this guy's gonna, I do believe, gonna have to be an MK2. That's a minor MK1. So we gotta get a minor MK2 on here. We're gonna have to split this again and bring some iron over here so that we're able to start making steel. So let's pop this guy off like a so. All right, and yoink, and yoink. All right, so over here, I know we built our beautiful vertical item conveyor double helix deal, but we don't really need two. We don't really need two conveyors to power all of the coal generation we have up there. We only really need one. So in order to kind of fix this up, what we're going to do is right over here, we're just going to pop one of those guys off. And then what we should be able to do is start to bring this guy over here. Now, this is all MK1 belting, so we don't really need to worry too much about that. We don't need to worry about like upgrading it yet. I do believe we are going to want to go out to our coal plant and make that into an MK2 belt at some point. But for now, I'm just going to worry about kind of bringing this over here to this point like so. All right. Feels good, team. So we have our coal out in that area there. We can leave everything else up and running up in that area, I do believe. The coal should start popping over this way here. Let me go ahead over into this area. And then if you remember, we had played around with some overclockers, actually. Now that I think about it, we need to pop over to our base and make some more. Pardon me, I'm sick. We have a bunch more power slugs now, so we can craft all of those guys up and make them into... what are they? The power shards, and get a little bit more hot overclocking action going. 11, 2, and 2. Dude, that's a huge amount, man. Wait, that's 11 of these guys. And then 10 more. That's 21 and 4. 25 more. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, wait, more than that. No, I got you right there. 25. Yeah, we did it. Nailed it. Can't stop. All right. 25 more of those bad hombres. I'm going to pop all this coal inside of some temporary storage here real quick. All right, so we can start to do some overclocking action. Now, in order to make the miner MK2s, we're also going to need some miners, but also these guys. And then let's pop inside of here. Let's just get one portable miner. No copper wire. Really? No copper wire? All right, let's grab some copper wire. So yeah, the sickness sucks, man. And I'm sorry that the video sounds a little bit weird, my voice being all weird, but it is what it is. I mean, there's a part of me that's not sorry because it's not my fault. Stupid little bugs came and invaded my freaking body. And if you're wondering why, I've been sick actually with like the Florida super flu twice since I've been down, or actually probably 3 or 4 times. And basically attribute it to, I have a 3-year-old goddaughter, and she's beautiful and amazing, and she is the friggin' petri dish of infested germs. And anytime we hang out with her, sometimes her folks will come over and they'll be like, she's not feeling too good. I'm like, yeah, whatever, come on over, it's no big deal, I'm strong, I work out, I eat right. No, it's not the case. I can't overpower the little monster. And so I think from now on, maybe I'll just really pay more attention to avoiding her when she's not feeling good. All right, so we're gonna pop that guy off of there. Miner MK2. We can stick that guy right here like so. All right, and then let's go straight for an 8 and pop that up into here. So that's an MK2 belt. So inside of here right now, let me see here. We have MK3 belts, and we can make these. They move up to 270 resources per minute. This guy doesn't have any power. Let's go ahead and power him up. And let me see here. We're producing 240 per minute. So, wait. This belt here is only going to move 120. That's not even close to what we're going to need. I think, let me see here. I have a crafting bench over here. Let me just double check something. We don't have any steel ingots, and I can't make any right now either. Crap, because I put that coal away. I have a little bit of iron right there. So we're going to have to make some steel beams. Oh, wait, is it steel beams? What are they called? Steel beams. I got it. I'm amazing. We're going to need to get some steel beams going so we can maximize the output of this guy right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to split off from this area and bring one of these guys out over here. We're going to set up a processing plant to make steel ingots. And then kind of just take a look at efficiency and how it's all going to work out. So let's do some stuff. Thanks, peeps. And we're back. I just did a bunch of manual crafting. Now we have 95 steel beams. We have some steel pipes. We have all the things that we should need in order to make stuff and things happen. Up inside of here now, though, let's go ahead and queue in and set this guy up for maybe 9, like so. And then we'll 9 this guy. Bam. And bam. So, all right. This guy is producing 240 ore per minute. Let me 6 this. All right, 240 ore per minute. And now we're dividing that by 3. So 60, well, wait, 8, 60, 24, 80 per side. So we will need MK2 belts for all this stuff. And I think we already have those in place. So that means if I split this off, I'm only going to get 40. And it's going to be a little bit wacky, actually, because I'm going to get that back in there really nice and easily. Let's try this. Let's see. We're going to need a 2 belt. Pull it down over here like this. Maybe straighten her out like so. Let's go ahead and grab our conveyor splitter. Let's splitter it around like that. And then can you fit right on the edge of there, homie? Are you attached? I think that does attach inside of there. Now if we take our 2 belt like so, can we pull it out over here? We put this guy back inside of there. Are you working? So you can actually normally hook these guys up right on the conveyor. It does work. I guess I didn't do it here. Go like so, like so. No! Oh, why do you hate me, game? Let's pop this guy off. Hopefully this will work out for us, just like this. Okay. All right, no big deal. No big whoop. These guys are so fast, they make it really hard to climb on. So that should go in there, and then that's going to start to split. All right, feels good, team. So for now, maybe not the most efficient way to do this, but I just want to get some production online to start off with. We can always redesign. So now what we're going to need is coming down into our, production stuff and things. Is it the foundry? Yeah, to make the steel ingots. So let's go ahead and pop this guy off like so. And get our foundry. We're going to squirt him around like this. And I'm going to bring it down over here a touch. And let's take our 2 belt for coal, or iron I said, and then our 1 belt for coal. Bring this guy over to here, over to there. Set this guy up for steel ingots. We need iron and coal to do that. This is actually going to provide it 60 coal per minute. This is only going to provide it 40 iron. So not the best. I think it's 40. That's what it should be, right? Hopefully this will back up, and that will actually cause us to have more iron coming down this line. So we should be G's. How many connections do you have? 2 left. Convert that into there like that. Pop down into organization. The storage MK2s cost a lot, man. They cost these encased industrial beams. I'm not going to worry too much about them. They don't seem to be really that much of an improvement, so not really going to worry about it too much. We're going to set a single beam over here like so, or a single MK1. We are producing 30 ingots per minute. Nailed it, ace. It can't be stopped. He's done it. Now, I think we can go higher. So why don't we squirt this guy in here and yank it all the way to 150. 67, 135 maybe? 134, 60.3. All right, I'm down for that. 60.3 per minute. We've already got 12 ingots. Do I have any in my inventory that I don't see for some reason? There we go, 89. Wait, no, those aren't ingots. All right, so no, we're good. We're good. We're G's. It was that simple. Ladies and gentlemen, the production of steel ingots nailed the days to Cape Stop, and everything over here is still working well. Now, I could and do want to have a little bit more production of the reinforced iron plates. They're not really coming out as fast as I would like, but that's going to require me to go back through all of this stuff and really take a look at how fast we're overclocking everything and making sure that it's all set up the right way with the calculations of all of our part stuff and things. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to try to kind of just make this work a little bit better, and I'll show you the final result here in a second. So was just looking at our power situation. We're kind of getting to a place where we're getting close. These peaks are probably up around 200 megawatts, but the one coal line coming in is working just fine. You can see the other one's emptied out now. I think the one coal line coming in is working just fine. Let's just double check here. Let's just watch for uno momento. Everything should be good. Oh, maybe not. All right, I think there was some coal in here from the other line. We still have enough. All right, looks like it's backing up. As long as it's backing up over here, we should be good. I think it probably is just spreading out a little bit more thinly because everything is using the one coal line. I'm pretty sure we can do more than 5 off of one MK1 conveyor of coal. But I do believe also the next order of business will be to upgrade that coal deal to an MK2 miner. And then we're going to need a huge amount of steel beams to put MK3 2 MK3 conveyors all the way back is what I think we're going to do. So we're going to need a ton of steel beams. So down here, I did play around with optimizing stuff and things a touch. I didn't try to go too awful crazy, but there is some weird stuff about this game that I wanted to show you. Some stuff that doesn't really make a ton of sense. So if you pop inside of here, for instance, take a look. This says that this is working at 1% efficiency. If you look at this, the iron is topped out at 100. It keeps stopping out at 100. And if you look at the coal rate here, we're using 59.85, and we know that we have 60 per minute coming down the line. And then you can see here that it's charging up to 9 and then knocking down to 3 every time it creates one and then charging back up to 9 again. So even though this says 1% efficiency, it's not actually true. If I'm not mistaken, right now it's working at 100% efficiency. If I put this down to 132, I do believe it will tell me 100% efficiency, but it isn't really 100%. We could go 133, I think. Can we go one? What happens at 134? 60.3. And then it says 0% efficiency, which doesn't make any sense. It's not 0% efficiency. So I think this is what we're going to keep it on, actually. I'm going to make it so that it has to wait for coal. That should be the fastest that it can produce the steel ingots. We've already got quite a bit, man, like a decent amount for sure. And then over here, I played around with these a little bit as well. I went ahead and added in some power shards and up these to 45 per minute. That makes us at, what, 45, plates per minute, because we have 2 constructors making plates. Those are all funneling down into here, and now I have this using 37.5 and 90 screws per minute on an MK2, which pops back here, and this guy's making 90 as well. So some of the opportunities I have to make this more efficient are back here. Splitting this up in an intelligent way is actually kind of tough. I feel like they need splitters and mergers that you could adjust, or you'd have to really play around with making kind of a spaghetti in order to make this work right, because I don't need hardly any iron over here in this smelter. I only need 30 per minute, and I'm pumping in, I think, 80. So I have 50 iron per minute that doesn't need to go there. I guess the process of it backing up is kind of a filter in itself. So there's that, but I feel like I want to like edit the routes and make sure everything's going the right ways. So maybe that's just me. All right, so like I said, next order of business is moving more coal over because I want to start to get an automation set up for a couple of deals over here. Let me show you what I'm looking for here. I want to get modular frames. We have rotors. I want to get modular frames up and running. That kind of really means that we need to have probably twice as much reinforced iron plate being made, because we're not making that fast enough, I don't think. But yeah, modular frames, and then we want to get steel ingots, steel beams, and steel pipes all being created as well. So I guess what we could do straight away is just take from here, and then why don't we just go out like so, maybe to there. Let's go ahead and get a splitter. Can I get you to be like so? And then did that work? All right, so now we can maybe go ahead and pop over this way and go like this. We need to do, wait, what? Production? Assembler? No. Constructor? Yeah, that's what we need. So let's pop this guy off. All right, so we're gonna need 2 constructors. Let me see here if I can place one down right here. And then just put one down over here right next to it. Maybe one little space off like that for a power pole perhaps, and the ability to walk through the area a little bit better. Move this guy into there, move that guy into there. We're gonna need some hot power action over here as well. Let's place this down like so. And let me see here. Yoink! We have sexy power stuff and things going on over here. 3 of 4. There we go, baby. Some things are happening. So we're good to go. This conveyor just wasn't hooked up the correct way, but everything's G's now, and we are already crafting up steel beams and hot, sexually attractive steel pipes. Nailed it, ace that can't be stopped. Let's pop over into what organization? Some storage containers. Let's get one guy on there. Place it out here a little bit more. One guy over here. Like so. Get some conveyors in there and in there. Extensions of the factory. Now, at this point in time, the way I have this organized, I can't make this work any faster. The biggest thing that we're going to have to do in order to produce steel more quickly is we would have to go all the way back down to our coal area, upgrade that to an MK2, and then upgrade all of this stuff to MK3, which is going to be really expensive. Huge amount of steel beams. Probably like 1,000, if not more than that. And right now we have how many? 16. Wait, no, we don't. We have 105. We're 10% the way there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We're crafting the last of our motors that we need in order to do our next upgrade on the space elevator. He's done it. So now we can engage this bad hombre. I wonder, I would love to keep that, like, be able to unequip it, but I need to be able to keep something in my hand because it gives me an extra inventory slot. I tell you what, man, in this game right now, the big things I want are the jetpack and more inventory slots. So let's see if we can accomplish that task right now. 50 and then yoink. Wait, what? We didn't. Oh, you're kidding me, man. Dude, I still have to make what? 36 more? Oh, I thought I had enough. Deja vu. And we're back. I do believe we're good now. We have 39 motors. We should be able to upgrade this guy and then head over to our hub and check out what kind of upgrades we can get. This is going to unlock, I think, what are we up to? Tier 5? I think this unlocks Tier 5 and Tier 6. So let's go ahead and pop it out of here. Yoink that into there. Seal that bad boy. Get sealed up. Does anything even, is it sealed? It's sealed. Send it. Oh, baby. Big moment. Here it goes. It's out of here. All right, so that should unlock Tier 5 and 6. No. Wait, 5 and 6? Yeah, I think 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and pop over here and take a look and see what we got. I think this is going to get into some real crazy next level stuff and things. Tier 5s and 6, oil processing, oil pump, oil refinery, plastic fuel, rubber, circuit boards, and scanner update for crude oil. Industrial manufacturing, manufacturer, trucks, computers, and then tier 6, fuel generators, which I think we get from probably inside of here. We can make this fuel, and so that'll work in the fuel generator under the tier 6 deal. So fuel generator, conveyor belt, MK4, 450 resources per minute. There it is. Jetpack and inventory slots. We need 50 computers, 50 heavy modular frames, and 50 motors to make that. And then here we get the gas mask so that gas stuff doesn't bother us. Amazing. Unbelievable upgrade. And then we still looks like we have tier 7 to do as well. So under 5 right here. This is our milestone. 50 modular frames, 50 motors. We need to get all the automation for that up and running. But my theory on how we are doing this or going to do it differently moving forward is up until this point, what I've been doing is I'll take from a miner and I'll go into some smelters to make ingots. Then I'll go straight from the smelter into a constructor. So we're kind of going like straight from here, right to smelter, right to constructor, right in a long line to make the product and then into storage. What I think we've got to do, which would be a little bit more smart, and I don't really know, but I'm going to try it out, is we're going to take, like, for instance, these 2 miners right here, upgrade them to MK2, bring all the resources out with the fastest belts we have, pump it all into all smelters. So when we do our division with our splitters, we do our math, and we put as many smelters as possible to give us the maximum amount of ingots, as opposed to making only the ingots we need for the next constructor. You understand what I'm saying? So then we just have a huge supply of ingots. And then if we need ingots to go somewhere, we pump them into a conveyor and bring them over to a factory that does, for instance, screws. Then we make all the screws we could ever want. A huge amount of screws. You know what I mean? Instead of just making what we need for each thing in a big long line. And I think that would actually make this much quicker and give us a higher production value or a higher level of production. Because this is going pretty slow right over here. It's not as fast as it could be for sure. But I'm feeling kind of under the weather. I'm starting to get sweats. It's just good, peeps. So I did want to come hang out with you for a little while. I have a lot of stuff and things in my mind to do in Satisfactory, but my body just won't allow me to do it. Thank you guys for all the well wishes on Instagram and on Twitter. Appreciate your support so much. We will be streaming, I think, well, this video comes out after the weekend. We don't stream on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, 5 to 9 on Twitch. Make sure if you want to check out the streams, click the link in the down there. Thanks to all of our Patreons for supporting the channel. I'll catch you guys next time. May the stuff and things be with you.